So today we're going to go over the Xiaomi Qin F21 Pro. I finally was able to say that word correctly. Qin, not Quinn, but Qin F21 Pro. It's the latest and greatest from Xiaomi for their Dumbphone line, smart Dumbphone line. And this one is extremely overpowered and it works with everything. It's a combination of their great design and also great software. So let's just get to it. The first thing that you will notice is the premium materials of the phone. The way that it feels in the hands is like those phones from the 2000s. It feels really good. It has all the basics. It has a camera, it has a flashlight, it has the operating system that allows you to install different applications, and also has all the features, 4G VoLTE. LTE. It also has VoLTE Wi-Fi, even here in the United States. I've been testing with different carriers. Verizon doesn't work, let's get it out of the way, but US Mobile and all of the GSM carriers work. AT&T blocked me after about 2 days of using it because they usually do the IMEI sweeps. And of course, they blocked it because this is not an authorized device, but you probably will be able to use it on something like Red Pocket, like an MVNO from AT&T. And, you know, it works. US Mobile works and T-Mobile works without any issues. And you're able to get LTE, very fast speeds, and also VoLTE Wi-Fi, which is an added touch, especially for this device if you live in a rural area. Something that I really enjoyed, again, is the form factor. It's a very good device. It feels very good in the hand. And it has a touchscreen. That's a very big advantage for a lot of people. You're able to work your apps without the need of workarounds, like we saw in the previous video, for example. You don't need a mouse. You can just touch the screen. It works. And you can also install different applications. Now, you will not be able to just download from the browser and just install it very quickly. You're able to change the language into English. You're also able to get to developer options, things of that nature. But you will not be able to just install an application on the fly, like downloading the file and just installing it. No, it doesn't work like that. There is a bigger workaround, but once you have mastered it, it's not that hard, honestly. Let's talk a little bit more about the call quality, battery life, and some of those kind of like very important points, especially in the texting experience. So the call quality is superb. Whenever I didn't have, LTE in my area, I live in a rural area and T-Mobile is kind of weak, then VoLTE Wi-Fi picked up at home without any issues. I had a really good time actually using that. When it comes to battery life, it's not exceptional, but I think it's because it has a ton of power, like too much power. This thing has 4 gigs of RAM and I believe it's 16 gigs of storage, which is nice, but it's kind of like an overkill. And of course, using the touchscreen, it does feel like a smartphone. It draws a lot of more power. It's very bright, very nice to use, very comfortable. I really enjoyed using this device, but sometimes it felt like overkill. So the battery is not going to last like a really long time, like a week or two. It's going to last more like a 2-3 days, which is still good and remarkable for what it is. But, it's not amazing by any terms. The camera on the back is actually very decent, I would say. It's not perfect. It's not amazing. Not the best that I have seen, especially on a Dumbphone. I think the Shock Classic still takes the best pictures, but honestly, the camera is very usable. It has a flash. You're able to use it in low light, and I'll be showcasing some examples here. What I do like about this phone is that it does have updates. Of course, Xiaomi always keeps their phones updated. It has, I believe, Android 10 or Android 11. So it's a very recent version of Android, which is better than Android 8.1, for example, which I enjoy thoroughly, and just better usability. It's very fluid. And just the form factor of the device. We have had other Android dumb phones that have touchscreens like the AGM M7, but this one is way smaller than that, as you see here. And that is just something that I personally enjoy. Besides that, it has an excellent T9. It's a little bit finicky because you had to change between languages. It starts on Chinese. Of course, this device is Asian. It comes from the Asian market and it's actually intended for the Asian market, although it works throughout Europe and it also works here in North America. I've been able to confirm with a couple of members of the community that have been able to get it. So it's very usable, very good. And the T9 experience is just what the AGM M7 actually needs. But personally, that's honestly, I think they're kind of like on the similar vein. Of course, one is rugged, this one is more slim, very low profile. But I just enjoyed using the device. You know, it's very fluid, very fast. Battery life is good. T9 experience is amazing. And honestly, I just enjoyed the ability to have and to block things that you may not need. So let's go back into the Android compatibility issue here, or the ability that this device has. So yes, you can install Android applications on this, but not all of them will work. The thing is that you cannot install them just by downloading them from the browser and then clicking and then installing, or just like that. Even if you install something like the Aurora store or the F-Droid store, I'll get to how you do that. Even if you install them, you cannot install from them. So it has kind of like a limitation. I believe the parse manager, which is the application manager on Android, has been blocked. So it probably will require a code or somebody finding out how to disable all of this stuff. But for now, it's not able to do that. It's not able to install just applications on the fly. So the Xiaomi F21 Pro has a market, and essentially what you have to do, and this is with a computer, so I'll be overlaying different screens. So you connect your device to a laptop or to a desktop, and after that you download an application on the device from this market. It will populate it on a specific folder. I believe the folder is on Android, market, and then data, something like that. And after you find that, essentially what you have to do is you have to rename the APK that you want to install. So let's say that you want to install WhatsApp, which is a very important application for a lot of people, or Signal or Spotify, something like that. You download the APK from another market, let's say F-Droid store, Aurora store, or APK Pure, things like that. So you download it, you put it in the same folder, and then once you see the name of the application, you just replace it. So you copy the full name, the Chinese application that is downloading, you put it over, and then the phone will do the rest. So essentially you're tricking the phone into installing an application by changing the name of the package. So it will download the package, but essentially it's already downloaded, it's already, the data is there, and then it will write it into the phone. I have been told that this functionality may be limited in the future. I am not 100% sure if this is what's going to happen, because it seems that this device is specifically targeted towards parents in China in order to limit the usage of phones for their children and things of that nature, but still has certain capabilities. So there's an approved market store. But I also have been told, again, no confirmation, no official dates or things like that, that there will be a Google Play Store version, so a regular Android version for this device. Now, I know some of you are turned off, like, this is not what I want, this is not essentially what I want, but this is a specific device review, and I'm just giving the information that is necessary. If you want more dumb devices, something that doesn't have any capability, I have other reviews like the Punked, like the Light Phone, there's plenty of those devices. The Sunbeam F1, again, you can go look into them. But for this specific device, this is the workaround in order to install the Android applications that you may need. And if you want something extra, then you can also take a look into the process. I'll be detailing the process also on a post and step by step so that people are able to replicate it. I believe there's also a video from a guy that just showcases how to do it. And, I'll just link that video as well. So in conclusion, what do I think about the Xiaomi F21 Pro? I think it's an excellent device if you're someone who needs a specific application from the Android store. Now, I personally would wait until the end of this year just to see if they release that Google Play Store. And the reason why is because they may block this device from installing Android apps. And if you actually need to install Android apps because of work, because of whatever reason, because you need maps or something like that, then personally, I'll just wait just a little bit longer just to see what works out. If they bring out a new model, a model that they also update in this way. So I'll just take a look into that, just keep an eye into all of those things. But if you need a phone that does phone calls, text messages, a couple of the other basics, it has a couple of extra tools, and it does have a touch screen for those extra apps that you need, the F21 Pro is the best Android dumb phone by far, like the smartest, most powerful. It will not lag, is very fluid. Again, this is a very good device, and the form factor is amazing. If all of the other manufacturers can listen, we would be getting a lot of these Xiaomi F21 Pros, at least the design, the way that it feels, into the market with all of the different operating systems that we love and we have come to enjoy. But this is very premium, very affordable too, because the price, it's just, again, it's mind-blowing that this is less than $200, right? You can even find it for less than $100, which, if you find it on a bargain, right? Like, Alibaba, AliExpress, things of that nature. So again, excellent device, have no complaints, works in the United States, at least as of right now. I would say work it with an MVNO. It's just a little bit better. But again, if you have any questions, make sure to put them in the comments below. I'll be interacting with you guys about this device, about anything else. Thanks for watching to this video. And again, I'll see you in the comments. See you next time.